I am losing my mind down here, but I will not waver in my commitment to reading these videos to you. Gotta pay the bills, baby. Let's get right into it. Wow. Oh, this one looks good. He said he took Viagra for fun. I found a pack of Viagra in my partner's bag after he came back from Vegas. There were 2 missing pills. When I approached him about it, he froze for like 3 seconds and said, "Oh, I got it from my friend. We both took one to see what it does." I didn't believe him because who takes Viagra for fun to see what it does? Uh, Not this guy, but maybe someone I know. He got angry with me and started yelling that I am picking a fight with him. We have 2 kids and he's in his mid-30s. Should I believe him? He keep telling me he didn't do anything. He didn't cheat and that it was just to see how long he can get erect. My gut feeling is telling me not to trust him. Any advice? According to the penis length studies that I've read, one of the ways they do it is actually just take the flaccid penis and stretch it out, because that actually represents the maximum length that is attainable physically. And then it's easier for the people giving the study because they don't have to arouse the men or deal with the fact that, oh, I'm not having a real erection and this is not how big I actually can get, trust me, etc. So I don't know. You can tell your husband that if he wants to compare his schling size with his friends, just, stretch it out, stretch it out dry, so to speak. But anyway, I'm going to stop digging this hole and let's look at the comments, huh? Sure, for fun. Please tell me you don't believe it. My non-existing dog would sooner eat my non-existing homework. I don't know, but why would he need to take Viagra to cheat? That's weird. It definitely sounds like something, dudes would do. I mean, I've known guys who've taken. I mean, if I ever had Viagra, I would definitely take it like immediately just to see what it does. I've never had any because it's just unlucky on my part. But I remember talking to my boss over drinks, and he's telling me like, "Hey, Story, man, if you try that Viagra, man, you'll get a real schlong." Yeah. So guys, don't underestimate how stupid men can be. Your gut feeling is correct. Nobody wants to know how long they can sustain a Viagra-induced erection in Vegas without using it. Oh, that's interesting. I thought long in terms of the length of the member. Oh, but the duration too. That's interesting. No, that makes it even more interesting. I totally believe that he got together with his buddies from back in the day, and they just sat alone in the room with a timer and a ruler. That's my theory. I believe this. I believe your husband. I don't know why. Usually I'm very skeptical, but I believe that your husband is just kind of a moron. Yeah, people tend to get angry when they're caught in a lie. People take Viagra for fun, but not like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the fact that he got angry, yeah, that's actually a red flag. I take back everything I said, except for all the juicy stuff. Your husband's definitely a dick, and he cheated on you. Let's play this out, shall we? What's more likely, that he took Viagra with a friend, or that he hooked up with someone who needed that Viagra to counter the drugs/alcohol? So that's why they do it. It's totally possible he took Viagra with a friend to see what happened. Us blokes can be kind of dumb like that and find shit funny, but is it likely? You know him best, not us. Follow-up question. If a friend told you this story about their partner doing the exact same thing, would you believe their partner who was caught with the pills? Man, my whole world is just shattering around me. Now I believe he did cheat on you. This has been quite a roller coaster for me. So he took Viagra to see what it does. I don't think anyone doesn't know what it does. Sorry, but unless him and his friend were planning penis sword fights in the dark, this is sketchy. And you have every right to keep pressing the issue until he is honest. Man, oh man. I really need to get out of this basement more often. I think I'm out of touch with reality. How honest should I, a 32-year-old woman, be about my friend, 35 male, won't get a date or any matches on apps? Ooh, the brutal truth. One of my best friends has never really been on a date. He is 35 and has said sex once, and we fully suspect that another group of friends we're not familiar with actually got him a prostitute, because I can't really imagine him getting hit on at a bar like he describes it. He is on the autism spectrum, but is high functioning. He is a really good dude and a great friend. However, he has asked me a couple of times why he can't get a date. I've never really known what to say, even though I definitely know the answer. Simply put, visually he is quite unappealing. His lips are dried and red and full of sores. His skin is flaky. He dresses poorly. His hair is a mess. And I feel like I'm reading my wife's description of me. And he smells quite bad. He walks everywhere and has gotten into his head that he doesn't sweat because he can't smell it. Yeah, this is me. And I cannot fathom how he doesn't smell it. I at least smell myself, and my husband has to literally get up in my armpit to smell anything. Apparently, we are able to like knock out our own sense. We don't sense our own sense usually. We get used to it. That said, it's not the worst base. If you put on a lot of work and skincare, it could work. I don't know, but I know so many disgusting people, you know, who get dates, who do things, you know. Maybe that's not the real reason. But personality-wise, he's also very depressed. Oh, okay, here we go. This is probably the real reason. He's very depressed. He doesn't interpret situations well, etc. He can also have aggressive outbursts, but these are very rare. It's only happened twice in the now 5 years that I've known him. He's very sensitive and completely lacks insight. He considers himself a 6 and fully doesn't understand why he doesn't get any matches on Tinder or other apps. If he had more backbone, I'd just be straight up and honest, but I feel like he could break down a little. But I also want to help. I at least want to point out some hygiene things like the lips and the smell. What are your thoughts? Maybe someone else on the spectrum could also help me out a bit on how to understand him better. Sounds like he needs to drink water. Just hydrate him. And just love him. Hydrate and love him. If he is autistic, he won't pick up on the subtle hints or social cues. Having a frank discussion with him could help him out, but he does have these outbursts. I'm not sure how, actively you've tried to help him. Like literally just put water into his hand whenever you see him. Call him up and say, hey, did you remember to drink water today? Take him shopping. No reason to be totally direct and break his world, but you can also just make it fun and, get him ready for his big day. Does he understand the sort of hygiene issues that a woman might consider important? Has he ever learned? Don't just offer criticism, just offer solutions. Your lips seem pretty dry and cracked. Honestly, that doesn't look very attractive to a woman if she's imagining what it would be like to kiss you. I suggest you use some chapstick to help moisturize your lips and soften them. That does not work. As someone with chapped lips, it all comes down to hydration. Chapstick is it's just an aesthetical short-term solution to the underlying problem of hydration. Do be honest that there are a few points you would want to make sure he focuses on. If he does and feels a bit better about himself as a result, then he might not seem so depressed. Yeah, in general, besides the chapstick thing, I think you're onto it. Que hecho, that you just gotta take your friend by the hand and lead him to the promised land. One of my longtime worst fears has been that I'm doing something weird and everybody sees it, but no one will say anything to me. Please talk to your friend. The others have made some fantastic suggestions about the how of it. Ease into it and see how he responds. If he brings it up, that's your in. Again, be gentle and slow. That's a beautiful, wholesome comment, and I wholeheartedly agree with it. If you are close to them, just straight up ask him if he wants you to be brutally honest with him. Usually, it's better for everyone if the truth is just laid out bare. Yeah, but no one will ever say, no, I don't want you to be honest with me. You put them in a situation where they have to say yes, and that's basically just a terrible thing to do to someone. Not that I'm, judging you personally, Nesshot, but, you can't do that to people. No one wants anyone to be brutally honest with them unless they're a psycho, in my experience. If a friend smells bad, you're not a good friend if you don't tell them. Sounds like he needs to start taking care of himself. Seems like he's depressed and has always neglected his self-care. And that's it. This has been Story Dude, and just want to wish all of you out there a great day. Hope that none of you are dealing with chapped lips, or if you are, you now know the solution. Just remember to drink water. It's hard to do, man. I struggle with that. I gotta drink water right now, actually. So, really glad for this video, helping me to remember about my basic needs and yours. Take care.